Yo, do it, your boy Jay Breezy. I'm pissed off, so you know the drill. I'm gonna rant. Okay, so new subject today. My stepfather is an absolute asshole. Yeah, that's my topic. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I have a stepfather. My real father died 11 years ago, and yes, I'm still grieving on his death. If you don't appreciate that, fuck off. Okay, anyways, back to topic. My stepfather came into the picture about 10 years after his death. All of a sudden, this bald, red-headed fucktard comes into my life. I know you should say, oh, cherish your stepfather. No, not this one. He's a fucking dumbass. He can't work. He doesn't even have a car, and he has no source of income. He's a fucking deadbeat asshole. He is freeloading off of my mother's income, and she cannot fucking see it. And the fucked up part about it is, I'm inheriting my dad's money. And I'm not going to say an exact amount because that's none of y'all's fucking business. That's my kind way of putting it. But it's a lot of money. And the funny part about it is, what really makes me giggle is every time I mention his name or the inheritance, she gets all hissy. She gets pissed. And because she knows she's not getting shit. My father hated my mother for one reason. He called her a controlling, manipulative asshole, which she clearly is. Even to this day, she's blowing up my phone while I'm out here, and she is miles away, miles that way, out in Dunbar. I'm in Charleston, not Charleston. Fuck, I can't speak. I'm down in Huntington. She's in Dunbar, close to Charleston, which is an hour away. So clearly, you can see the fucked up part, right? If you don't, then fuck off. Okay, I'm in a terrible mood. So, anyways, back to topic. My mother blows up my phone. I get you should say, oh, she cares about you. No, she don't. Because if she cared, she'd let me stay. But I get it. Whatever y'all's opinions are, that's y'all's opinions. Okay? I'm not going to judge. Maybe. Okay? So, my mother blows up my phone on the daily. Now you say, oh, she cares about you. That's because she's checking on your well-being. No. She's seeing if I'm not dead. She's seeing if I'm dead, I bet. Because every time I go in the hospital, she doesn't even call once. Like once, I collapsed on the floor. This is an actual story. I was in my house. I collapsed on the floor from dehydration. Some of y'all might call bullshit, but the paramedic said it was dehydration. Okay, I collapsed. And you know what my mom did about it? Nothing. She did zero things about it. It took the fucking neighbors to hear my screams and my cries to call 911. And whenever the paramedics came, I was dozed. I couldn't see anything. And so by the time the paramedics got there, I would have died. I could have died. And my parents did nothing to save my fucking life. They did nothing. They didn't do anything about it. They didn't even call 911. They didn't even think about it. I was pleading to them. Pleading while I was dying. I was pleading to them to call 911. Says, oh, you're fine. Just get up. You're faking it. Bitch, how the fuck is dozing out faking it? And the fucked up part about it is my dad was punching me. Unresponsive. He even kicked me in my fucking nuts. And I was unresponsive. And the fucked up part about it is, they didn't call. It took the fucking neighbors to hear my pleads. The neighbors walked by, apparently. That's what the fucking like, that's their side of the story. I asked the neighbors, I said, why'd you call? They said, who called? Did you guys call? I'm like, why? They said, well, dude, we heard you screaming. Like, I was screaming in agony. I don't know if it was a heart attack. I think it was a heart attack. They said it was dehydration, but it was probably not to scare me too much. But I was screaming so loud that my mom, apparently they heard my mom holler, shut up. I didn't know. See, I was out of it. And apparently they called, and the paramedics showed up, apparently saved my life. When I woke up, I was on oxygen tanks. I didn't know what the fuck happened. I was like doing the classic fucking what the fuck happened, like after waking up after amnesia or some bullshit. They said, buddy, you almost died. I said, what? They said, yeah, buddy, you nearly died. If we would have been here a second later, you would have been dead. It took them around, I'd say, a minute to get me back into sanity. Once I recovered and came back to reality, and I was puzzled. I didn't know what the fuck happened. Last thing I remember is just everything. When I fell down on the ground, everything went fucking black. And apparently they said the neighbors heard me screaming and my mom yelling, shut up. That's their side of the story. That's not my side. I don't know what happened. That's their side. But I'm not gonna explain the whole thing because you guys will probably call bullshit. But anyways, fast forward a little bit to about a couple months ago. Now, a couple months ago, I got into another incident where I almost died again. This time, it was a heart attack. I could feel the chest pain. And once that happened, parents said I was faking it again. And fast forward about 2 weeks ago, where I actually came back to Huntington, I said that was enough. We got into a big argument about the most bullshit thing. You want to know who started the argument? I didn't start it. He did. So he started an argument over food. It's because I took a partly bit of a portion because I was really hungry, because I was working. You know, when you come home from work and you need something to eat, because I didn't eat at work. I was working at a night shift, and I came back around 5. And once the morning hit, I got me they made biscuits and sausage. I grabbed one more biscuit. I grabbed 3. And he had a cow over it. I get it, but bitch, you have my food stamps. If I would have known that, I would have ran to the store myself. I still had $200 left on food stamps. See, that's why I say he's a fucking retard. Well, I'm trying not to say that word too much because, you'll get offended. Brand channel. Fuck that. I'm just going to say it. Okay, so I'm going to speak my mind, regardless if the YouTube algorithm likes it or not. I'm speaking my mind. And my mind is that my dad's a fucking asshole. Okay, so about 2 weeks later, once I actually am in Huntington, a few days ago, I didn't know what to do because I got kicked out of a homeless shelter because a person stole my shit, and obviously I had to get the old knife-a-rooney out, aka a weapon. I had to defend my stuff, and obviously I got it back. So I got kicked out for self-defense, apparently. Well, actually, it's not self-defense. I won't call it. I call it defending your stuff. So their analogy is to just let your shit get stolen. No, I'm not having it. I said, give me my shit back. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. The classic gaslighting. I said, don't you fucking gaslight me. And as soon as I pulled out my switchblade, I said, oh, here's your stuff back. Yeah. These people are not, Huntington's full of nothing but fucking pussies. Because if it was New York or California, they would have had a gun. We would have actually fought. This fucker was a pussy. He didn't know. Apparently, I didn't know it was your stuff. Classic fucking, the fucking trickery shit. And I said, dude, just shut the fuck up and give me my shit back, please. Apparently, he took offense to that. So what'd you say? I said, shut the fuck up and give me my shit back. And eventually, he pulled out his knife. And, well, look who's not injured. You obviously know what happened. All I'm saying is, I did the classic stab him in the... See, I could have gone for the jugular, but I didn't want to kill the fucking dude. I just wanted to teach him a lesson. So I stabbed him, like, right here, like right in the rib. Just, teach him a lesson. Injure him a little, but not fatally. See, the blade of my knife is dull. So I just did it. It's sharp, but not sharp. It's sharp enough to, like, bruise you a little. So obviously I stab him, and I get kicked out. Obviously, that's valid. That's on me. So you know what? All right, I'll get out. That's on me. And I got arrested. Fast forward about 2 weeks later, when I get out of fucking jail, and I come back, and I am banned for 30 days. So obviously, I go to the second best resort, camping. So I get my shit, I camp for about a couple weeks, and I said, you know what, I'm not feeling it. It's way too cold, it's snowing, and I don't have the resources. So obviously, I find out that they have opened another shelter. I'm like, why didn't I get told that sooner? So obviously, I go to this shelter, the one down here. And they're owned by 2 different people, and it's not that bad, honestly. Well, somewhat. It has its flaws, but overall, it's pretty nice. So, anyways, I had to get some shit off my chest. Like and subscribe. You don't have to. I'm not your fucking dad. Peace.